Hi, I'm Mrs. Principato, and today I'm going to be reading you a great story called Mrs. Wow Never Wanted a Cow by Martha Freeman, illustrated by Stephen Salerno. Mrs. Wow never wanted a cow. One day, Mrs. Wow was out mowing her grass. There stood a cow. There's the cow. Mrs. Wow tried to shoo the cow away, but the cow did not shoo. Mrs. Wow never wanted a cow. Mrs. Wow had a cat named Meow. Meow's chore was to catch mice, but she loved to sleep. Mrs. Wow also had a lazy dog named Bow Wow. Bow Wow's chore was to guard the house, but he loved to eat. When Meow and Bow Wow saw the big, strong cow, they got an idea. They would show her how to do their chores. Then they could sleep and eat all day. Meow and Bow Wow begged Mrs. Wow to let the cow stay. Mrs. Wow never wanted a cow, but she loved her lazy, crazy pets. "We will keep the cow," she said, "for now." Let me take a moment. Do you hear all the rhyming sounds? We have meow, bow wow, wow, cow. What else? Now. So listen when I read, maybe you'll hear some more rhyming words. Meow showed the cow how to catch a mouse. She swished her tail, she wiggled her rump, then pounce! She got the mouse. Now it was the cow's turn. What do you think the cow is going to do? Is he going to catch the mouse? Let's see. The cow swished her tail. The cow did not wiggle her rump. The cow walked up to the mouse and zip! The mouse ran away. Meow shook her head. "The cow is useless," she said. When the mailman came, Bow Wow showed the cow how to guard the house. He bared his teeth. He growled. Grrr. He barked. Woof, woof, woof. The mailman hid behind a bush. Now it was the cow's turn. The cow blinked her eyes. The cow chewed some grass. The cow said, "Moo." The mailman did not hide. He gave the cow a friendly pat on the rump. Bow Wow shook his head. "The cow is useless," he said. "Boo-hoo-hoo," cried Meow and Bow Wow. Mrs. Wow stopped mowing the grass. "What is the matter?" she asked. Meow told Mrs. Wow about the mouse. Bow Wow told Mrs. Wow about the mailman. "The cow is useless," they said. "We will have to do our own chores." Mrs. Wow laughed at her lazy, crazy pets. "Don't you know a cow can only do two things? Cows eat grass and cows give milk," said Mrs. Wow. Mrs. Wow got an idea. "The cow is useful," she said. She gave the cow a friendly pat on the rump. Now Mrs. Wow has two new chores. She milks the cow She makes ice cream from the milk. But Mrs. Wow does not mind. She never has to mow the grass, and Meow and Bow Wow will do anything for ice cream, even their chores. Every day, Mrs. Wow gives the cow a friendly pat on the rump. Come to think of it, she says, I always did want a cow. The end. I hope you enjoyed the story. Mrs. Cow never wanted a cow.